What's going on? What's going on, foodie gang? Happy Valentine's Day. You're tuned in to another episode of Kitchen Talk with Chef Big Bank, season 1, episode 34. So if you missed any episodes, be sure to go back and check them out so you know exactly who we talking about and what we talking about. As always, hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, turn the notification bell on, and to support this channel and keep the stove on, hit the Cash App, money signs, Chef Big Bank. I want to thank you to all my Foodie Gang members who are here early. Special shout out to Randy. She said, hello. How are you today? What are your plans for Valentine's Day? All right, y'all. So yesterday I went live and it was time for tea with Chef Big Bang. So make sure you go and check out that episode. We talked all about tea and it was very informational. Okay, but I did a food case study on deadly lemonade. That food case study went so well that I have created a new playlist on 907 Good Eats for food case studies. We only have 2 videos in there so far, but we're going to keep it going because I see that you guys really, really like these food case studies. And let me just do a little bit of adjusting. So today we are going to talk about the ugly truth about chocolate. You're going to learn a lot. It's going to be very, very fun and kind of shocking. Randy said, I'm at work. So I just changed the batteries for my mouse. And now my mouse don't work. So I gotta use the pad on the laptop. I was like, man, I'm just gonna go live because they've been Foodie Game been waiting long enough. And I'm gonna fix my mouse after this. And I'm going to drop the link in the chat so that if anybody wants to come up and react to these videos with me, or tell me how you feel about chocolate. Do you like it? You can let us know what you're doing today for Valentine's Day. And I set this live up kind of late because I didn't know what I was going to talk about. And I was like, duh, I need to talk about chocolate. I need to talk about chocolate. So, as you guys know, Chef Big Bank is a new YouTuber. So if I hit these buttons and I go away, do not worry, I'm coming back. And yeah, I'm so mad at my mouse. Like as soon as I changed, I was like, man, I should have just left my because it was saying that my batteries were on. So it's wireless and it takes batteries and has Bluetooth. Let me just show y'all the mouse. So this is a gaming mouse. And they got all these buttons on it and stuff, but I'm not even gonna lie, I'm real basic with it. So I changed my batteries and now it's not coming on. And I gotta figure it out when I'm not trying to do this. Okay, so I just dropped the link in the chat. I'm gonna pin it to the top. Also, in the chat, I dropped a couple of links. No Captivity with Freezy, Hassan Tahia. Randy said, "Oh Lord, we are gonna find out truth on Valentine's Day." Yes, we are. And you guys know what I was thinking about? What do they do with all the chocolate that's left over? I know they discount some of it, but what if it doesn't sell? So we might have to do a full case study about that. What do they do? Like, do they save it off? They can't save it off for the next year because it seemed like it would be expired. But yeah, I was just thinking about that. Okay, so let me pin the link to the top of the chat if anybody wants to come up. Hold on, y'all. I gotta focus because, oh my goodness. Okay, the link is pinned to the top of the chat. Y'all, I be feeling like an old lady when I'm on YouTube. I don't know what I'm doing. Unhinged main event, bro. What's up? What's up? Go ahead and drop your link in the chat. I ran out of time and I was running late. How are you do? Hey 907 goodies, what I missed? Nothing yet. I haven't even played the first video. You right on time. That 17 minutes was on my intro. This is what happened. Man, I changed the batteries to my mouse and then my mouse still doesn't work. So I gotta after this live, I gotta fix it. But that's why I was running late, y'all. I was trying to I was having technical difficulties. Okay. We gonna and then drop the link in the chat if anybody wants to come up and react to these videos with me. Tell us how you feel about chocolate. Tell us what you're doing on Valentine's Day. Okay. Okay, this is the end. We gotta go back to the beginning. So that what you see here, this is what we see. Actually, I'm gonna play this video now so that we could talk about. This is what we see. And then main event Fro, unhinged main event Fro just dropped his link in his chat for his YouTube channel or one of his YouTube channels, all about wrestling. And he also has another YouTube channel. Okay, so this is what we see when we think of chocolate. This is what we see, right? Y'all, okay, I'm probably gonna break a couple of hearts. Cause what I'm about to tell y'all today is so juicy. And when I first saw this or found out about how it got to the stores, I was like shocked. I still eat chocolate. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think anybody's gonna stop eating chocolate. I just want you guys to be aware of what you're eating. So this is what we see. Okay, so that was a chocolate cake to have my birthday. It was so good. This is before I found out about chocolate, the truth. Okay, so y'all know how chocolate looks at the store, right? Okay. Now I'm gonna show y'all another video that's gonna blow y'all minds. And I'm telling you, when you are getting a product at the store, you don't think about where it came from, how it got. Okay, so this is where chocolate comes from. This is a chocolate, pretty much a uh cacao. I cannot say that word right, so I'm supposed to say chocolate. This is in Africa. This is what the tree looks like, and chocolate is actually a fruit, or it's from a fruit. Crazy, right? Crazy. It's like, how the heck did they get into the stores like that? Okay, I'm playing for y'all one more time. This is what chocolate looks like before everything. This is the original state of chocolate. It grows in the forest. Okay, so the next video I'm going to show you guys is going to show us the process of how the heck does it get from the tree to the store? Like how? And it's a lot of steps. It's a lot of steps.
Known as
Okay, let me change some things around. That's kind of weird. Let me see. Okay, there we go. That's the right one. Nope, that's the wrong one. I told y'all I was a new YouTuber. Okay.
Have you ever wondered how chocolate is made? It all begins with a special tree known as Theobroma cacao, which thrives within 20 degrees of the equator. This tree yields large cacao pods, each brimming with cacao beans. This tree yields large cacao
Okay. Cacao. Can never say that word right.
pods, each brimming with cacao beans. These beans are the fundamental ingredient in the creation of our beloved chocolate. But don't be fooled. These cacao beans bear no resemblance to the sweet, mouth-watering chocolate we're familiar with. But these cacao beans don't taste like the sweet chocolate we know and love. To get there, we need to go through several steps. First, the pods are harvested by hand as they're too delicate for machinery. This is where the magic begins. Inside these pods lie the raw seeds of what will soon become the chocolate we all know and love.
Isn't that crazy that chocolate actually starts off white and is a fruit? It's like, y'all, I tell you, we gotta figure out, we gotta know about what we're eating, be educated, cause it's getting wild out
These
here.
seeds or cocoa beans are scooped out and left in the sun for up to a week. This process, known as fermentation, is crucial. It's during this time that the beans start developing their signature chocolate flavor. The tropical sun does its work, the beans ferment, and the chocolate flavor we crave begins to emerge. Once the beans have been fermented, they're dried and cleaned, ready for the next stage, roasting. This is where the flavor really starts to come alive. The beans are heated, and as they darken and expand, their aroma fills the air. It's a smell that's as comforting as it is tantalizing. The roasted beans are then cracked open to reveal something
I just want to know who thought of this. Not like coffee beans.
fascinating: the nibs. These nibs are ground into a paste, creating what's known as chocolate liquor. Despite its name, there's no alcohol involved. It's simply a thick, rich paste that forms the base of all chocolate. The chocolate liquor is then further processed into two key components: cocoa solids and cocoa butter. These are the heart and soul of chocolate. bringing texture and flavor to the final product. These two elements, cocoa solids and cocoa butter, are the heart of any chocolate bar. This is where the journey from bean to bar truly culminates, resulting in the delicious treat we all love. Now the magic really begins. Once we have our cocoa solids and cocoa butter, they're brought back together, but not as they were. This time they are combined in varying proportions along with other scrumptious ingredients like sugar and milk. This blending is what gives us the diverse chocolate varieties we know and love. Dark, milk or white, each has its own unique balance of these components. But we're not done yet. The mixture then undergoes a process called tempering. This involves a careful dance of heating and cooling, a step that gives our chocolate its signature shiny appearance and smooth texture. It's what makes it snap when you break a piece off, yet melt so beautifully in your mouth. Finally, the tempered chocolate is poured into molds of different shapes and sizes, then cooled to solidify. This is the moment our chocolate transforms into the final product. And there you have it. From tree to treat, that's how chocolate is made.
Isn't that crazy? Like, who thought to do all of that? So the beans are fermented, and when they in the fermentation process, that's when they like like the white stuff, pretty much goes away, it's fermented, and then it's a whole lot, right? But there is another component to the chocolate industry that they leave out when they discuss this process. And the reason why they leave it out is because it's the ugly truth to chocolate. And so let me go ahead and take this video out of the congregation, and I'm going to bring up my next video. And, that video was great, very informational, but one thing he did not talk about was the farmers, the people, when he said that the cacao beans were too delicate to be to use a machine, and so they have to be cut down by hand. So that's a component that video left out. But that was probably supposed to be a nice little video when they wasn't gonna get into the nitty gritty. But Chef Big Bang, I'm gonna get into the nitty gritty. Okay. I think it's I think we already. Okay, it's not that one.
Doors, they harvest.
So I'm gonna play this video for y'all. We're gonna talk after this video.
The chocolate industry is hiding a really evil secret they don't want you to know about. On the outside, companies like Nestle, Mars, Hershey's look so sweet and innocent. We make everyone's favorite candy. Chocolate! But behind closed doors, they harvest their chocolate using forced child labor. See, most of the world's cocoa comes from farmers in West Africa. So Big Chocolate got together and pushed the price of cocoa down so much that to make any money at all, these farmers have to resort to using cheap labor in the form of kids. Kids as young as 10 years old are forced to work on cocoa plantations for 12 or more hours a day, 7 days a week. Follow for more videos on how the world really works.
Did y'all hear that? Randy stopped eating chocolate right now. We probably all are today, and we're just the little guy here down at the bottom of the whole equation. I'm not saying stop eating chocolate. I'm just saying just be aware and know what's going on, because there's a lot of stuff happening in the world that they do their best to keep us focused on stuff that is really irrelevant when there's other stuff going on in the world. Randy said that's sad. It truly is heartbreaking. And it's sad to me that Africa has so many resources, and it's just sad to see the way that it's kind of like all going down, because it's a lot of like just like politics, a lot of, it's just very sad. So I'm saying because I'm probably gonna get some chocolate today too. I'm saying just be aware and know what's going on. Don't get caught up in the drama because they're trying to keep you distracted so you don't realize, oh, that this way, that this is going on in other parts of the world. And also here, in America, yeah, I mean, our lives are good, like it's really not that bad. I know everybody's complaining and stuff, but it's really not that bad. It really ain't. Let me play another video. I keep going to my mouth thinking that it's gonna work and it don't work. There's also a really good documentary on Netflix. I'm not sure if it's still on there because I have to renew my Netflix subscription, but the series is called Rotten. And it's a documentary series. This is how I first heard of the chocolate industry because Rotten is a really good show on a documentary series on Netflix going over foods and the backstory. They talk about the avocado wars in Mexico. I'm definitely gonna have to do a food case study on that. Y'all, these avocados, people is getting kidnapped in Mexico over the avocados because they're so popular in the US. They also talked about the peanuts and how everyone is becoming allergic to them. And what they do in this documentary series called Rotten, they go to the actual farmers. A lot of times, when you go to the stores, you go like it's the farmers who really have the backstory and know the most about it. So they did an episode on chocolate, episode on avocados, peanuts, and they have a lot of other great episodes. You guys definitely watch Rotten on Netflix if it's still available. And if it's not, I'm pretty sure you can YouTube it. It's a really great series. Really good. And like y'all, the avocado war is crazy. People is getting kidnapped. It's like, and then the cartel has gotten involved with the avocado war. Well, that's probably why it's called avocado war. They've got involved with it because they are making millions of dollars off of the avocados and they're grown in Mexico. So y'all, we're gonna have to do a food case study about the avocados because it's shocking. But let me play this video. See, I be getting excited when I be talking about food, and I like doing stuff like this, little case studies. I like stuff like this. Hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure you turn on the notification bell so that when I go live, you get notified. Every Wednesday at 9 a.m., I'm dropping pre-recorded content. So with that being said, y'all know today is Wednesday. So under the video section, I dropped one video today and also a short. Please go check those out and leave a comment down below.
Children as young as 5 doing the dangerous work of harvesting cocoa in West Africa. And where does that chocolate end up? Inside iconic candies like M&Ms and Snickers, produced by American chocolate giant Mars, who made more than $45 billion in sales last year alone. Our exclusive investigation.
Can y'all believe that? These companies is making 45 million. I think, did she say million or billion? I don't know, but it's a whole lot of money with a whole lot of zeros. Yes, Randy. So she said, "Did you hear that avocados will go extinct?" Yes, I did. And also in Chile, they grow avocados as well. And the avocados need a lot of water to grow. So what has happened is that the big companies that can afford to buy most of the water rights in Chile have. And so there's villages who don't even have water. Y'all, we're gonna have to do an episode about that. Cause that was a couple years ago when I saw that Rotten series on the avocado war. I can only imagine how it is now. But yes, there's villages who do not have water because the companies are using the water to grow the avocado. Randy said it should be a law against that. Yes, I agree. But what happens is that these companies lobby and they get the government on their side by using their money to influence their decisions. So it's like it's all like wrapped up into it. You know, it's just like it's just so it's terrible. It's terrible. But I'm telling you, it's all about money at the end of the day. So of course the government is not going to speak out against the avocado companies because they're getting paid by them or they're getting a portion of those proceeds. Randy said I tried to plant my avocado seed but nothing happened. And then it's like these farmers like in Mexico and Chile, they're really good. They have the green thumb. So they're really good at growing stuff. And when I say they're like avocado fields, it's like hundreds of avocados, which can equate to millions of dollars. So then that's where the kidnapping come in. But y'all, let me get back to the chocolate. Because I'll be over here all day talking about these avocados. Okay, we're gonna get back to the chocolate, okay? That's gonna be another episode. Y'all stay tuned. Hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, turn on the notification bell. Hassan said 907 goodies. How you doing? We doing good. We talking about chocolate. We talking about the avocado war. There's just a lot going on in the world, and it's easy to get distracted. 'Cause that's what they want. But we gotta stay on the goal. Okay, so what I was saying is that it is so sad that these companies are making millions and millions of dollars, and they're using slave labor to harvest the cacao beans. So, Hassan, we're talking all about chocolate. I don't know if you know, but chocolate is from a tree, it's a fruit. So, there we
Tonight
go.
on the CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell.
Okay, I'm gonna play this video for y'all one more time because I was talking about the avocado war. I don't want y'all to get off the mission.
Children as young as 5 doing the dangerous work of harvesting cocoa in West Africa. And where does that chocolate end up? Inside iconic candies like M&Ms and Snickers, produced by American chocolate giant Mars, who made more than $45 billion
$45 billion in I said million, like, excuse me, it's a billion with a B. They
in sales
foul.
last year alone. Our exclusive investigation tonight on the CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell.
And then it makes me mad, like all these news companies coming over here to get the story. Well, what are y'all gonna do besides that? Okay, so to harvest a cacao beans, you have to do it with your hand because the machine is gonna mess them up because they're too delicate. So let me show you guys this part. Hey, next level, how you doing? Okay, so as you guys can see, they have like I don't know if it's called a machete, but that's what I'm gonna call it because that's the only name I really know. So they have to they using the machete, they cut the beans off from the tree, right? Then they crack them open and then they dump them into that basket, I believe. And they cannot use a machine for this because they're too delicate. And because chocolate is so popular around the world, right? It actually drives the price of the beans down. So they have to work 7 days a week, 12-hour shifts, and they use child labor to harvest the cacao beans. But when we see chocolates in the store, it's all wrapped up all pretty. So shout out to Next Level for coming in. Thank you so much. Make sure I hit the like button on your way in. And Randy said, watching that makes me want to avoid purchasing and eating chocolate. Girl, I'm with you, but I'm gonna say this. If if we just if one person does it, it won't be enough. If we all do it, maybe. But I don't know, y'all. Like the world is locked in. The link is posted to the top of the chat if anybody wants to come up and join me to support this channel and keep the stove on. It's money sign Chef Big Bank on Cash App. But the world seems locked in on being off the focus. Next Level said facts. I seen a documentary on cocoa. See, I cannot say that word on cacao harvesting in Africa. Yes. Have you ever seen that series on the documentary series on Netflix called Rotten? It's really good. Y'all gotta check it out. Y'all gotta know what's going on out here. Don't let them distract you. And even if they do, you come over here, right over here to the 907 Goodies. I'm gonna give you the facts. Okay. So, yeah, that's how we do it, y'all. Isn't that crazy? And it's technically considered a fruit, but once they put all that sugar and do all that processing, it ain't the same no more. Oh, and this was another thing that was on the documentary that I watched, but I couldn't find a video of it on TikTok, of course. A lot of the farmers that harvest the cacao beans, they have never had chocolate before. They do not have the technology and the resource and the knowledge to produce or to process the chocolate. So they don't even know what these beans are really being used for. They just know that there's a high demand for it. So a lot of them have never even had chocolate because that's Western world. So a lot of them sell their beans to the UK, the US. Isn't that crazy? They've never even had chocolate before. And they don't even know how to process it. So that's why they have to sell the beans because it's like, well, if they don't sell the beans, what are they gonna do with it? Because they don't eat chocolate like that. Okay, y'all. Let me go to my next video. Oh, the Cash App sign
The
just
cocoa beans
down
are
just went off. Let me check that. Let me check it. Next Level said facts. African didn't know what chocolate was. They don't. And that's why it's so important, you guys, to get educated. Because I'm telling you, education is what can change things for you. It's being educated, knowing what's going on, knowing about all this stuff. And it's because they don't know what chocolate is, these people are able to prey upon them. And it's really bad out in Africa. Like the fact okay, so once they harvest the beans and they put them into they ferment them, they put them into these little packs, right? Then they load all the beans into the warehouse, right? Well, that warehouse can get robbed. So somebody has to guard it and they got a gun. It's a whole lot of crime behind it, y'all. I'm telling you, check out Rotten on Netflix. It's a really good documentary series. Let me see. I be getting distracted. Let me check the Cash App. Y'all see me in Next Level. We know what's going on. They ain't finna play us. Shout out to Next Level with the $5. You are gonna be the sponsor of the show. Let me update this really quick. But y'all, it's crazy out here. You guys know what's going on. Get educated. But thank you so much, Next Level. I definitely appreciate that. Mm, Make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, turn the notification bell on. So yeah, I think we need to do an episode about avocados. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what I definitely want to do, a case study about avocados. It was crazy, and I saw that documentary like 3 years ago. I can imagine like what has happened since I saw it, but it's crazy. But when I was watching the documentary on the cacao beans, well, yeah, the guy said he pretty much had to guard the warehouse with a gun, and oh, and then y'all, it is so shicey. Let me tell you about this. Okay, so we have the farmers, right? There's another person in this mix. What he does is he goes around and gets the beans and sells them to, I don't want to say the white man, 'cause y'all might be judging me, but he sells them to the company. So there's a middleman in between the farmer and the companies. There's a middleman. I forgot what they call it, right? What now? Sometimes that middleman can be shisty and will steal all the beans, so the farmers don't even get paid. Foul, ain't it? I just checked Netflix. The series is still up there. I got freaked out seeing those chickens. Yeah, they got one about chickens too, y'all. It's a really good series. So there's a middleman in between the farmer and the companies. And sometimes that middleman will run off with the beans and steal the money. So it's just like no matter where you go, you cannot escape the crime. Randy said that's horrible. It truly is heartbreaking. And if it wasn't for that series and make that series, Ryan, is what taught me about all of this stuff to where the food is coming. So it's like when you go to get a plate of food, there's a story behind that plate of food. There's a story. Like we just go to the store, we buy vegetables, but like somebody actually had to grow those vegetables. So that's what the food case studies are going to be about is, studying food. And I have two videos and just create that playlist on 907 Goodies. And we're going to grow that playlist as well. So let's get into this video. So as you guys can see, this process is pretty in depth. You would have to know exactly what you're doing. And this is the process that the farmers do not know. And I ain't gonna lie, I don't get it either. So I don't blame them. But because they don't know this process, America and the UK, the more modernized parts of the world, are able to exploit the farmers in Africa. They also grow chocolate cacao in South America, I believe. So this is how they're able to exploit them because this process, they don't really know what they have. There's pretty much sitting on a gold mine and they don't really know what's going on. And so they take advantage of them and they make billions of dollars. So that is a very in-depth process, as you guys can see. And I don't even know who thought of all that. That's crazy. Okay, so while the show was going on, I got another cash app. I want to thank you so much to Unhinged Main Event. Fro, okay. I'm like, make sure I spell it right. With the $5. So now we got two co-sponsors of the show. Thank you guys so much. And he said, for happy Valentine's Day. And then I didn't read you guys what Next Level said. He said, keep pushing. Thank you guys so much. I was thinking like all night, like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But then I thought chocolate. But that's crazy how they make it. Next Level MF said Africa gets finessed out of all their resources like gold, diamonds, cobalt, and cacao. I completely agree with you, man. Next Level. And I think that it is just really heartbreaking and it's just very sad. And I don't know how it's gonna end or how it's gonna change. I'm not sure, but they definitely get finessed. And what happens is they are like fighting over what is left, or they're fighting over who has the cacao beans and they're fighting each other. And so they're not, it's just very sad. It's just like a long cycle. It's because like they're getting finessed, so they got to finesse the next guy, and that just keeps going. Everybody's trying to finesse. I guess that's just the way of the world, but it's just sad. And it's another reason why I say, it's very important to be educated. It's very important to know what's going on in the world. Y'all, and then the whole diamond thing or the gold is just all of it's just like if you think about it, like Africa would be a really rich country if it was developed without, or if there was no like colonization. Like it would be, how like it was like in like Black Panther, how the black people were like kings and queens. It was, it was tight. It would be like that, or but I don't know. We just gotta. I guess we gotta pray for him. It's crazy. But when you go to the store and you get a chocolate bar and it's like $1.50, or it used to be really cheap and it's kind of gotten a little bit more. But it's like, man, one Reese's for us is like $2 or $1.50. So when you think about it, you're like, after you know the process of chocolate, you're like, how did they get this bar to be so cheap? It's because they finesse the people at the bottom. We're gonna go to a commercial, and then when I come back, I got some more videos for y'all. I got some more videos. Yes, we're gonna go to commercial though. Oh, happy Valentine's Day. Hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, turn the notification bell on. Check out my new content that I just dropped, just released. I got a Valentine's Day special on there. Make sure y'all go check it out. Follow me on all my social media platforms. Y'all gotta join my group on Facebook. Let me put my banner up before I go. Y'all gotta join my group on Facebook. It's going down over there. Okay, this is my Facebook name. On Facebook, Chef Big Bank Foodie Gang fan page. We eating over there. And one of my videos I made, it's the Shack Burger video under the video tab on my page. I was like, if they ain't got no food, Big Bank can't stay. But you know how you go to a party and they ain't got no food? You're like, oh, I gotta go. I got to go. But I'll see y'all in a second. welcome back, welcome back. You're tuned in to Kitchen Talk with Chef Big Bang, Season 1, Episode 34. So if you missed any episodes, be sure to go back and check them out so you know exactly what we talking about and who we are talking about. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, share this video with your friends. I dropped a couple of links to YouTube channels in the chat. Make sure you go check them out. We got No Cap CBD with Freezy, Unhinged main event, Fro, and also Hassan Tahir. And then we waiting on you next level. We all you gotta do is tell us it's time. We gonna put your link in the chat. But we are talking about the ugly truth about chocolate. I want to thank everybody so much for being tuned in and watching up until this point. If you're watching me on the replay, leave a comment down below and tell me Happy Valentine's Day. Don't be rude. Look, yo, I even changed my little banners and stuff to pink because they're normally blue or black. Okay, so remember how I was telling y'all how they grow chocolate in Africa, which is what we went over, and they also grow it in South America. So I have a video on that. Let's get into
Cacao has been a
it.
spiritual symbol for indigenous people across Central America for millennia. But as the modern chocolate industry grew, the plant's ritual use was nearly forgotten. Any cracked or moldy beans are not up to standard. She toasts them by hand in small batches. Burnt cacao tastes too similar to coffee, but toasting it just the right amount brings out the flavor and makes it easier to peel. Just up the road, workers at Lava Love's factory inspect the beans again and remove any remaining shells. From there, the beans go to a facility where machines grind them into a paste. Workers scoop 1 pound of cacao into each mold. Once the liquid solidifies, workers package up the blocks. They sell these across the world through local ambassadors, so people can make their own cacao drink at home.
Well, have y'all ever had Mexican hot chocolate? I think I had like one time when I was in Oregon. They had like a really big Hispanic culture, but I think it was like kind of like spicy. It was, but yes, it's also very popular in Mexico too. But yeah, you need those machines to be able to process chocolate because there's no way by hand you can do that whole process. No way. Okay.
Turning this fruit.
I got a video of these two guys. I got the cacao bean at home and they're gonna make the chocolate. Well, I believe they're at home or they're in their own little kitchen. So I'm gonna play that for y'all.
Into chocolate, and it only takes 1 ingredient.
Then we're gonna make a giant chocolate bar out of it.
Willy Wonka?
No, it's me, Nick. First, we have to karate chop our pods.
Inside, you'll see the cacao beans, and you can actually eat the.
Doesn't that look so weird and like, ugh? Like that is where the chocolate bar is from. That is crazy. But it looks like you ever saw like that DNA, the DNA strand that they be having on the little pictures?
Inside, you'll see the cacao beans, and you can actually eat the fruit raw. That's amazing.
Place your beans into a bowl, cover, and let this ferment for 7 days.
After, we're gonna let this bake at 400 degrees for about 10 to 15 minutes.
Then you want to remove the outer shell, and you'll be left with the cacao nibs. You can place the nibs into a blender or a wet stone grinder and grind it up until it turns silky smooth. Now we're gonna pour it into the mold.
And there you have it, 1 ingredient chocolate.
But yeah, let me go back to that. That bean, them things look nasty. Ugh! Would y'all eat that by itself? No, I don't know. I'm not eating. Look, you gonna have to give me the chocolate after this process. Cause that is so weird. It's like how it's crazy that they made all that into a chocolate bar. That's crazy to me. Ugh. It looks nasty. Okay, it's
Tea chocolate.
video. Oh, I'm gonna actually wait on this one.
So let's just scrap that.
Oh, so in Ghana, they have this chocolate making factory that you can go to and make chocolate. And so this is clearly like the funner side of chocolate making, where this don't even really focus on, the slave labor and all. This is like the fun side. Just the fun side. She probably don't know what she really eating.
Chocolate making is a must-do experience when you're in Ghana. The thing about chocolate is that 15% of the world's cocoa beans are actually from Ghana, yet you hear of like Belgian chocolate and things like that, but actually the cocoa is never from Belgium. So let's just scrap that. And this was an incredible experience. We got to meet the owner. We did everything from roasting the beans, tasting all the different chocolates that they make. We even got to make our own chocolates. They were absolutely delicious. And I just love this experience so much. Highly recommend.
Unhinged Man Event said, I'm about to grab me chocolate almond bar and a few. I ain't even gonna lie, I'm gonna eat some chocolate later on today. But like I said, know what you're getting into. Okay, so when I was 16, I used to work at a fair trade store. What fair trade is that the workers actually own a part of the company. And so you're trading with them. So it like kind of like cuts out the middleman. I believe that this is fair trade chocolate. They also have fair trade chocolate. So like more of the proceeds actually go back to the people that are making it. Is the ideal behind it, but y'all know how things start out and how they end up. Okay. You take that at the congregation. And y'all, it's Valentine's Day, it's Day of Love. So I had to get a video when they show us how to make heart-shaped Valentine's Day candy.
Bonjour and welcome to Jacques Torres Chocolate. So to make the chocolate hearts, first thing that we have to do is tempering the chocolates. So this is the melting area. They go through those pistons and the chocolate is extruded and the filling is extruded at the same time. Look how fast she is. You're going to see how fast she is. And this machine do over 60 chocolates a minute. Cut a foil, then there is a brush that put the foil around the chocolates. Then you have the talker that talk the foil under, and then it go in a little belt on the back where you see the finished chocolates. And voila, bon appétit!
Man, these people that design these machines to like do stuff like this got to be super smart because I never would even thought to do all of that. That's crazy. Okay, y'all. So that was my last video. That was my last video. Give me a quick second. Oh my goodness. I feel like yeah, so that was my last video and I just wanted to go live and on Valentine's Day and talked with you guys about the ugly truth about chocolate. Now, the good part to this whole story is that chocolate is delicious and they have found a lot of great ways to really process it and make it taste good. Okay, I'm gonna hit this button. I'm gonna see what's gonna happen. Okay. My computer like froze up. I'm just having all type of technical difficulties. You guys, I don't know if I'm gonna be going live on Thursday. I feel like I just need to like I have to work tomorrow, but I just feel like I need to get my life together, get everything situated. Okay, so yeah, that was all my videos. I hope that you guys learned a lot. I want to thank the sponsors of the show, Unhinged Main Events, Fro, and the Next Level. Okay. Y'all, my computer like kind of like froze for a little bit. So I was like, ooh, am I gonna be able to hit this end button? I was like, oh man, they ain't tell me about this. Yeah, so what y'all plans for the rest of the day? Okay, uh so I'm gonna take my daughter to the store. We're gonna pick out some gifts for each other. And I'm just gonna like take it easy, chill out today. I gotta do some dishes. I probably will be going live on Friday. So stay tuned, stay posted for that live. Like I said before, thank you to all the sponsors of the show. And please hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, hit the notification bell or turn the bell on so that when I go live, you get notified. And also, I make children's content at Ava's Playtime. And y'all, it's a whole lot of kids over there. It's a whole lot of kids. And then follow me on all my social media platforms. We got Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and Rumble. Thank y'all so much for watching. Definitely leave a comment down below. Oh, I got one more thing to say. Join my group on Facebook at Chef Big Bang Foodie Gang fan page if you are on Facebook. We are waiting on you. It's a growing group, a lot of great food. Even if you are someone that does not cook a lot, you can come learn different techniques, learn different recipes, and meet other foodies that like to eat. It's great. I'm gonna go fix my mouse. All right, all right. Thank y'all so much for watching. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I will see y'all on the next one. Peace. See, right when I said that, I hit the button, something weird happened. Okay, for real this time. I'll see y'all later. Peace. thank you so much for watching at 907 Goodies. Make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe.